Alright, hello everyone. So, literally every video I post, there are so many people asking for my settings, sensitivities, all of the above. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to obviously go through and show you everything. The reason I'm so reluctant to do these is because people just keep asking regardless. I'm assuming that 90% of people who even ask aren't even going to see this. So, people are just going to ask anyway. So what I'll do, hopefully if I remember, I'll leave like timestamps on the screen so you can skip to wherever you want, or you can watch the whole thing. It's up to you. So, starting with gameplay, I mean, literally probably this exact same as yours. Auto sprint, I have played around with this. I do like it, but sometimes it really does just get on my nerves. So I've just turned it off for now. Crossplay on, region, I'm in Europe, but it's just on automatic. I don't know why. Interface, I don't think I've changed any of this. Yeah, I don't think I've changed any of those ones. Right, here we go. This is a big one people ask for, my crosshair. This is... I'll slowly go through it. So that dispersion reticle is off. On, those are the settings for that. And there we go. So just pause that when you need and play around with it if you don't really like it. Next is the big one. Here we are. There it is. The golden goose. The controller sense. 280, 190, 44, 140. None of this shit on. This I turned off and then everything felt weird, so I turned it back on. So I'll just leave that on. My aiming in a dead zone is 3, movement is 1, that off obviously. The response curve, I used linear for a long time because that's what you use on Apex, and I assume it's not the same for every game, but I had nothing to go off. I literally have no idea which one's the best one, so you could pick one of the 3 and it might be better than mine, I don't know, I just went with this one. Before I go on to the bindings, I want to just say, this is quite a slow sense. So, for the last month or so, when you've seen me use controller, this will be the sense I'm on, probably. But I used to be... So if I decide to go for a faster sense, this is what I put it on, like around there. I might change it to like 370, 360, move that. So yeah, if you're interested, this is the sense that I use. This is my main sense at the moment, and I don't really see it changing anytime soon. And if it does, it'll probably be the one I just showed you or really close to it. So if you like slow sense, go for this. If you like a faster sense, go for the other one I showed you. These are my dead zones, as I've said. And so now, the bindings. I changed these a long time ago, and everyone keeps asking, how do you press the buttons? How do you do this? I don't know, just normally. Like, I don't hold my controller in a weird way, just like a normal person. Like, but these are just the bindings and controls that I just suit me, I suppose. I know people will, because they keep asking, but I really wouldn't recommend changing these to what I've got if they're completely different, because it's just whatever you're comfortable with. Like, changing your binds, unless you've got some binds that are absolutely ridiculous and just detrimental, they're not going to help you. Like, they're not going to turn you into the best player in the world. Same with the sense, really. But the thing is with these, I changed these so long ago, I don't know what's default and what's not, so I'm just going to go through them all individually. Modify button equipping, that's on. Sprint behaviors, toggle, hold, prioritize reload. Now, jumps on X. Primary fire is on R1. That'll be RB if you're on Xbox. L2 for aim in. Left stick is sprint. R2 is my specialization, so like going invis or peeling beam or whatever. Melee is on circle. Crouch and slide are on L1. That's just aim down sights again, I don't know why it's there twice, but that's on L2. Inspect weapon on R3. I don't actually have emote or expression bound apparently. Scoreboard is on down the D-pad. Now, this is the weird one I think for people. So the way I swap between like grenades and, I don't know, zip lines and mines like all your like little gadgets, I have to press left on the D-pad and then one of these buttons. So, for example, let's say my grenade is usually on this one, so I have to press left on the D-pad and X, which it's really not that hard because my left thumb is like on the D-pad already. So yeah, I don't think that's that weird. It's just how I do it. And I think I did this because if I remember, if you don't have the modifying button thing on, you have to like go on a wheel and select your stuff, and that just, no, I'm not doing that. So I changed it to this. Just to pull my weapon back out is triangle, reload obviously square. So the ping stuff I have to press R1 and left on the D-pad, which is quite annoying to do, but it's just, I'm used to it now. So gyro I do have on, but I'll get to that next because it's the next thing along. So then aim assist, obviously I've just got it all on. I don't see why you would turn it off. Yeah, I mean that's self-explanatory really. I think you should just, if you're on controller, just have it all on. Vibration, personal, but I would definitely say off. Gyro is on. But the thing is, so going back to this, toggle gyro is on touchpad. So if I press the touchpad in, it'll activate my gyro settings. I haven't messed with these in a long time. Basically, I'll just explain what I use it for. So, especially now because my sense is quite low. So if I press touchpad, I can then rotate my controller left or right. And then it basically just helps me flick and do like 180s quickly. But I'll be honest with you, I never use it. If you see my other videos, you'll see I never ever do that. Like, I just forget it's even a thing, and I just never use it. So, these are all the settings for it. I'm not going to go too in depth because I don't understand gyro in the slightest. So, if you want to use it, basically this is for literally just going horizontally left and right. Like, I can't move up or down. I can't really aim with it. I just use it to turn around and do 180s. That's it. That's all I use gyro for. And like I said, I don't even use it 90% of the time. Mouse and keyboard. I do play on mouse and keyboard, as you've probably seen. I switch between the two. If you do use mouse and keyboard, I use 400 DPI, 73 cents, 100 on off. The bindings should actually just be default, I believe. I'll go through them. You can stop it when you want to check. The only one I had to change, I think, was put inspect on mouse button and emo on mouse button, and the rest I think are literally just default. So yeah, this I don't have anything on. I don't know why this is in here, but it is. Audio 30.080.00. Voice chat, I've just never had that on. I might put that on. It might be funny to have that on. These are my thingy settings. These should all just be default. I haven't touched any of these. Right, video. So everyone thinks that I'm on like the max settings, on the max like graphic settings, but I'm not. So full screen 1920 1080. Just put that whatever your monitor resolution is. VSync, always have that off. Never on any game ever. Never have that on. I have this on. My limit is at 240 because my monitor's refresh rate is 240. So I've just matched it. NVIDIA DLSS, auto. My field of view is 97. Motion blur off, lens distortion off. That is on low, and then everything else is on medium. So the annoying thing is when you come on this game, I don't know if it does for anyone else, but for me, it'll like, sometimes it'll put me at a super resolution, like something like this. And I won't realise that I'm already in game, and sometimes it'll put this on epic, or it'll just put all these on epic, which is just the biggest pain in the ass. But anyway, I try to make it quite quick and not let it drag on, but I hope this answers everyone's questions. But yeah, with the sense and the controller bindings, I honestly, if you really want to change and use mine, do so, but I would just play around with them. Just like put it on something really low, put it on something really high, and then sort of just work your way down into like a nice middle ground that you like. But anyway, thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.